Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Real Estate on a Wednesday, which means we're going to talk about what's working now.
Can't find my coffee.
Yep. Maybe also some things that aren't working or that need some tweaking as well, because I think there's as much value in that many times as what is working. The Wake Up Real Estate Show is brought to you by the virtual mortgage providers at NEXA Mortgage. That's our team. And thanks.io. You can get more information and get connected or get signed up. Oh, look at this. Have you tried? I didn't even notice that.
We're putting new ads up top. You guys got to check out. It's small, but if you squint, you can see it.
If you want to see Just Listed, Just Sold in action, go back to Friday's show.
Yeah.
Friday, I don't remember what that was, but Friday the 16th, maybe. I sent a Just Sold postcard using the Just Listed, Just Sold engine, and that should hit later this week, and we should start seeing some activity on that, which is fun. What's working now? I'm going to share something that I don't know if Harry is listening. Harry on my organization. Harry's been telling me for years I've got to get a new computer because Zoom. We do Zoom team huddles, and the thing's just not been working great. Ryan finally pushed me over the edge.
Yes.
And in part because he did the heavy lifting for me. He's like, just go to Best Buy and buy this machine. And I have, and holy smokes. I did not realize
gaming.
It's a gaming device. It's a gaming laptop. And I didn't realize how inefficient my old MacBook Air was making me work.
And just for everybody, you're probably going to be inclined in real estate to go buy like a business laptop. But the gaming ones, the video cards make everything snappy. It's kind of worth it, even if it's a few extra bucks.
Yeah. My CRM loads and works faster. My the Facebook Business Manager, like everything just works faster, which means I can work faster, which means I'm getting more done in the same amount of time.
And you didn't
means I have more time to screw off.
And you didn't have a second monitor. Did you get that hooked up yet?
So I got it yesterday. I still haven't hooked it up.
Okay.
I'm excited to do that as well. My second monitor currently is the old MacBook Air that is sitting to the left that I'm still working to get everything moved over.
In the spirit of what's working now, what's always worked for years and years, if you're not Josh, and if you're listening and you're a busy realtor or whatever you do, and you don't have a second monitor, it's literally, I think it's like 40% productivity bump. It's significant. So think about an 8-hour day. You could work like 5 hours instead of 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's not quite like
maybe that seems like a coming tech tip Tuesday, like five ways to be more efficient with a second monitor or something like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you might be flying solo tomorrow if you're able. I
don't
know if you'll be back in time.
Yes, I'll be flying solo back to Florida tomorrow night, but I will be in front of a computer tomorrow morning.
Right on. Okay, social post of the day. Ryan was able to load something up for that, and we do have some what's working now that you can actually glean some that you can actually implement if interested as well.
So my social post, I did this last minute. I liked cnbc.com/real estate. If you need quick something and you have nothing to post in a day like I did today, just go to cnbc.com/real-estate. I found this first article to be interesting. Weekly mortgage demand increases driven by a strange surge in refinancing. And then I just riffed on it. Like, what does this mean? What do you think? Just a couple of questions, Josh, to try to get engagement, right?
Yep.
So go check out that article, guys. Josh, I do think it's strange. Did we notice an uptick in refinances?
Well, there was an uptick in mortgage applications. Regardless of rate, there is going to be a certain percentage of the population that it is going to make sense for them to refi because they have accumulated consumer debt over the last 12, 24, 36 months, where even at an 8% or a 7.5%, they're still going to be net positive by by consolidating that consumer debt into a refi.
That's a really good point, Josh. I haven't thought of this because as the Fed has raised interest rates, credit card rates have gone up faster than mortgages.
Yes. And then
So,
when you lump in the average car monthly payment as well, I mean, it's the numbers get.
So you're sitting on, a lot of people are sitting on 100 grand, 200 grand in equity on their house. They might be at a 4% interest rate, but they can go to 8% on the house and wipe out the 50 grand in credit card and car payments and end up with a lesser monthly payment.
They could still be a significant positive when you're talking about monthly cash flow, right? They could increase their monthly net, available cash flow, or decrease their outgo monthly pretty significantly, even at these higher rates.
Cool.
So
I
anyway,
thought it was just because I thought people were refinancing because they're broke because everything's so expensive. I think that's really
well. I mean
could be.
Well, that's one and the same, right? Like if they're broke because things cost more, they're putting more on their credit cards, which is increasing the consumer debt, and so it's it's kind of tied together. Mark Webster is giving me a headache even thinking about this. 4 screens, golly, woo!
He must be trading. Are you trading, Mark? Do you have charts on those screens? If you are, I'll be down. You're about a half hour away. I'll be down there in a half hour. Let's party.
And Gigi asked about a gaming equivalent for Mac. I don't know. You're going to get expensive.
Just an expensive,
right? Right. It's just getting one that has a faster processing and more whatever. Yeah.
That's why I switched from Mac to Windows years ago. It was just you look at the specs and you're like, it's like half the price for whatever.
I didn't tell my boys that I got this, and they both saw it yesterday, and they were like, "Dad, this is awesome. We know how to use these things. If you need help, we can help you with it."
So I took my son's old gaming computer, gave him my new one after I used it for 2 years, and for my purposes, an old gaming computer is totally fine. It'll last you 10 years, Josh. Probably 6-7 years. So all right, enough of that.
All right, so Ryan's going to share something that maybe isn't working and some ideas on what to do with that. And then what I want to do is I'm going to share some results of what's working on the Facebook Messenger front, and specifically with the baby boomer niche. We had the week 1 of our baby boomer boot camp on Monday, which if you'd like to get access to the replay and so forth, just email mike@growwithjosh.com. And I've gotten some results, and one of the boot camp participants have already gotten some significant results. So I'm going to share that in a minute. But what you're looking at now is, Ryan, what is this?
I posted our homeowner survey yesterday. If you watch yesterday's episode, I put it on my personal Facebook. That was the only place it went, and 2 people liked it on Facebook. Well, somebody found this darn thing, and I think it was spam, and I got 1,000 submissions. So for full context, you'd have to go watch yesterday's episode. But Ryan had made a Google Forms survey with a bribe for a gift card if you take the survey. Was it just for taking the survey, or was it you had to agree to fill it out? But I also said that you needed to verify that you need to be the homeowner.
Okay. Yes, somebody built. I don't even know how this works, but someone did something, created all these submissions, which on the surface look real because it's got emails. Some of them got phone numbers. It has real local addresses.
A lot of them don't
something's
exist.
fishy here. Yeah, something's fishy for sure.
And they're all Gmail addresses. Anyway, just a word to just be careful about that idea. I wanted to, in case anybody ran yesterday after the show, that needs a little more thinking, I think, to stop this sort of thing from happening.
Yeah. Now, that still means I still intend to use this idea with my existing database as early as next week, where we offer a survey with a bribe.
Don't post it publicly.
Right. Yeah. So
that's probably
what's working.
Don't post it publicly. Send it to targeted audience.
Yep. So on the what's working now, working well, a couple of things. Number one, sponsored messages to your Facebook inbox subscriber list. And I'm going to actually show how to build one of those on our mastermind workshop later this afternoon. So at 1 Eastern, I've got a couple of things that I want to dig into. That is one of them. And so if you want to see the sponsored messages that I've run the last 2 weeks that have worked really well, and what sort of message or offer I'm going to make with this one and how to do all of that, you can come. There's no cost. It's just wakeup.realestate/MM. Wakeup.realestate/MM. What else is working and continue to work is messenger ads. Okay, so messenger ads are a way to increase your Facebook inbox subscriber list. That means you have more people to put sponsored messages in front of. And so Monday afternoon was week 1 of our baby boomer bootcamp, listings bootcamp. And in that week 1 session, we created a Facebook Messenger ad offering a curated list that would be relevant to these, potentially right sizing or downsizing baby boomer empty nesters, etc. Okay. And I created the ads in my account, which I forgot to bring up. I was going to show what that looks like. So I'm going to bring that up as I talk through. I created that as part of the boot camp. That was kind of the walkthrough of the process. And then Mike Williams, who is one of the participants in the boot camp as well, he got his ad live yesterday. And he had emailed, he said, I'm starting to get some responses. What do I do? How do I keep the conversations going? And so we dug into that. But then he followed up with me this morning with an update that I'll share my screen in a minute here. I just want to get what the ad looks like pulled up here. And then I'll share with you his follow-up. He's gotten 4 leads. Okay. He's got 4 people that have sent a message for under $4 per response, per lead, let's say. And 3 of them, he's already had a substantial or significant conversation with 3 of them. So let me see here. Let me share my screen. So I'll show you what the ad looks like. It's just a typical, niche property list ad. The thing that's different is for them to get the list, they send a message versus using a lead form or going to a landing page. Okay, so it's pretty simple. Looking to downsize your home, but not your lifestyle. Get a free list of beautiful turnkey homes with a smaller footprint, no stairs, and less maintenance sent directly to you. Just click send message below. And you know what? I didn't even realize. I thought I had put this in here. I don't even reference the local area, which, I'm targeting Cumberland County, which I should say, get a free list of Cumberland County, beautiful turnkey homes, right? So I should weave that in, but it's working. It's working. So I'm probably not going to do too much with it. And then just so you have some reference here, this is a screenshot of one of the leads that Mike Williams has generated. So you can see Jack here responded. And this is an auto reply. Jack, you can check out the current list here. And then Mike manually responded this morning or followed up this morning. Good morning. Were you able to access the list of homes last night? What questions do you have? Now, I would say that asking open-ended questions like that early on in the conversations isn't always best practice, but this worked for Mike. So whatever. And Jack said a little pricey for us. I saw some I like. What's a better price range? I believe this list was with an owner suite. I can change the list to what you would need, blah, blah, blah. You can see this is a great exchange here, right? This is a real live conversation with a prospect in his market. And this is 4 leads in 24 hours, $3.76 per lead. And 3 of the 4 have responded in some way. Now, this was the conversation that was the most, back and forth or deepest conversation, let's say. But that's encouraging, right? Especially when you think about, I think it's important to remember that, or think about it through this lens. It's hard to make any assumptions on small numbers. And yet he's already gotten enough response to be very encouraged, right? But if you don't have a conversation like the one that he had with Jack with your first 4, you might need to be a little bit patient, I guess is the point, right? It doesn't always happen that fast, but it can. So really good stuff. So this is Gigi, you're bringing up a great point. This is one of the reasons why I had to get a new laptop, a new computer. The O on my MacBook Air was sticking, and so that's why there's 2 O's in the scrolling that says program. But thanks for pointing that out. We'll fix that. And actually, that's a perfect transition point. So tomorrow at noon Eastern, Jordan and I are doing a short little workshop info session on the buy before you sell program. You can actually go to bbysclass.com. It's not the best URL, but BBYS stands for buy before you sell. bbysclass.com. That'll just take you to a Zoom link, and you can register there. If you're watching this after the fact, I set it up hopefully so that if it's after tomorrow at noon, you'll just get the on-demand replay immediately and be able to go through the content. This is another example of what's working now. Yesterday, we shared 2 scripts for Texting Tuesday. One was around price-reduced properties and so forth. You can go back and watch yesterday's episode. The other one was for homeowners in my database around the buy before you sell program. Picked up 2 potential clients from that. 2 potential clients from that. One I'm talking with today. One I was supposed to talk with last night. We ended up playing phone tag. We've been texting back and forth. I sent him some information, both of which, because of the nature of this program, both of which will be multiple transaction sides. In other words, we're going to sell their property. Actually, they're going to buy their new property if the program works for them. We're going to buy their new property, their new home, and then we're going to list their old home. Not too shabby. Okay. So if you have, and Gigi, for example, I'm just going to tie it back to Gigi because she was one that commented about the grammatical error. I know, Gigi, that you have home value seller leads in your database, in your KV Core. Use that script yesterday that we shared on yesterday's show. If you're not sure where to find it, just go to wakeup.realestate, create your free membership account there, and then go to scripts and templates, and yesterday's will be in there, and you can just swipe and deploy or rip off and duplicate and get some conversations. And those 2 clients, it wasn't like I didn't send that to a huge audience or segment in my KV Core. It was less than 500 contacts. Okay, less than 500. And I got other responses, but there were 2 in particular that are, it got them excited about the process. And the buy and sell combined will be over 1 million in volume, which for me here in Central PA, not too shabby. And Mark says Marketplace is working well. So Mark, I'm encouraged to hear that you are using that. That continues to work for me and my local business as well. So Mark's talking about Facebook Marketplace, and we have an entire protocol for that. You can use the chat widget on wakeup.realestate or just email mike@growwithjosh.com, and he'd be happy to share that process, how we're doing that to generate leads and clients. I actually have I have 1 deal in escrow and 2 other clients from the last couple weeks, just from free marketplace listings and the process that we detail out in that free training. Okay, tomorrow is wow, look at that. What was that?
Whoops. I was wondering what that would do.
Yeah, let's just play around with buttons on StreamYard. All right. So tomorrow's Tech Tip Thursday. Ryan Maybe's flying solo. We have our mastermind workshop later today at 1, wakeup.realestate/MM. And then tomorrow after the live show at noon, we're doing the free class and workshop on the Buy Before You Sell program, bbysclass.com, bbysclass.com. Or if you text the code below, BBYS, to 866-973-4009, we'll make sure we get you the link to that. And lots of good stuff going on. If you need any help, please let us know. Friday, we should have an update on the responses to some of the thanks mailings that have been going out, because I continue to get a little trickle of QR scans on a couple of
you had like 11 on the iList one last I checked.
What's that?
You had like 11 on the iList one, which was a good like 6-7%, I think.
Yep, totally. And then the one that we sent on Friday or Thursday, sometime last week, was to my sphere of influence, like my top 150. And I'm starting to get scans on that as well. In fact, I've gotten 4 or 5 so far on that. And that was, we sent it to like 190 or so.
Yeah.
And those will continue to trickle in, I'm sure.
6 on that. So, yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, awesome. All right. So hopefully we'll see you at 1 Eastern today, wakeup.realestate/MM. If not, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Make it a great day, and chat then.
Thanks, guys. Bye.